Hey y'all, hey, it's Erica with Time to Shrink. I'm starting a carnivore challenge, y'all. I'm going to do a 7-day carnivore challenge. What is a carnivore challenge, Erica? Let's talk about it. I love a challenge. This girl loves a good challenge, not just for YouTube, but it's just like, it's a mental game for me. I love challenging myself because it's all mind over matter. Every once in a while, you hit a stall where you're not losing weight, or you've gained some from a vacation, or things like that. And sometimes it's good to do something different to shake up your body. So within the keto tent, no, not tent, Erica. Within the keto umbrella, I like to do little different challenges in those situations. So you've seen me do egg fasts, you've seen me do beef and butter fasts. I decided to try a carnivore challenge this time. Now this time I don't really have any of those situations, but I had some friends that wanted to do it. I have a Facebook group called TimetoShrink Bariatric Support Group, and I'm actually making this video for them. We're doing a challenge over there. It's a closed group, but if you're interested, if you've had bariatric surgery, that group is there for you. I would love for you to join us. We are starting at this challenge on June 3rd. So y'all, let's go over the rules because we need to have rules and parameters, right? There's a few different ways to do a carnivore diet. The strictest is you only eat meat and that's it. Nothing else, just meat proteins. Mostly beef is what they do. However, there are other tiers to carnivore, and we're going to do a little bit more lenient. Some people do meat and dairy, and that's it. Some people do meat, dairy, plus like spices and eggs. That's what we're doing. So let's go over the rules. All proteins are allowed. So because we are doing a limited amount of food, because it's just protein and dairy, we need to focus on quality. So the best quality that you can afford. All proteins are allowed, y'all. Get the best quality you can afford. Pastured eggs, grass-fed, grass-finished beef, wild-caught seafood, quality bone broths that you make at home from those types of organic grass-fed, grass-finished bones, or get a high-quality brand like Lono Life, or what else is there? Kettle and Fire makes a really good bone broth. We are allowing collagen supplementation. Organ meats are encouraged on a carnivore diet. Oh, y'all, I just can't do it. I've tried liver in various ways in my life and I just can't do it. So if you were gonna do a carnivore diet longer than a week, I would say you really need the organ meats. They do sell desiccated liver. It's like in a freeze-dried form that they put in a veggie capsule, and you just take a handful of those a day. They recommend that you get 3 to 8 ounces a week. Now this challenge is only 7 days, so it's not vital that you get collagen, and it's not vital that you get the organ meats in, because this is just a week. But if you were gonna do this like a month or longer, those would be important. And I will have linked below all of these rules and all of the details. But number 1 rule is all proteins are allowed and encouraged. So I'm definitely going to be having beef, I'm going to be having fish, I'm going to be having shrimp, I'm going to be having eggs, all of those things for some variety. Some people are fine just eating the exact same thing every day all the time. That's just not me. I like some variety. So I'll be having a bunch of different options. And I will also put a meal plan down below. By no means do you need to follow my meal plan. I can't even tell you that I'm gonna follow this meal plan exactly, but it's gonna give you lots of ideas and some recipes. Rule number 2 is unprocessed dairy is okay, is allowed, but in limited quantities. Don't go eating dairy all day long. And the same rule applies that we want to get the best quality we can afford. So unprocessed dairy products, for the most part, raw cheeses or raw milk is ideal. Or if you can't do raw, goat cheese is better for you than cow cheese as far as how our bodies process it. Also, aged cheeses our bodies handle better. Ghee is clarified butter, basically. Butter's allowed, but ghee would even be better. Heavy cream is fine, but watch the packaging. Don't get ones that have a lot of fillers. Generally, if you get an organic heavy cream, it's not gonna have the fillers, but read the back. You don't wanna get the fillers. And kind of stay away from like sour creams or cream cheeses, those are more processed. Try to stay as unprocessed as possible and only to like a few ounces a day is what I would recommend. Number 3 is no artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners are not allowed on a carnivore diet. Some of us cannot do without our artificial sweeteners. You know, these are the rules, these are the guidelines, but if you need to make a separate rule for yourself that you're going to allow this one thing in order for this to work for you, then you do you. You do you, y'all. But I feel like I need to set rules and parameters. So within my rules and parameters, know that I'm supporting you if you need to make an exception to a rule, okay? But as far as the rules go, no artificial sweeteners. Now y'all know I am addicted to my Zip Fizz, and then I actually really need my Zip Fizz for my electrolytes for my health. But Zip Fizz is definitely processed. Zip Fizz has sucralose. So I ordered Keto Chow electrolyte drops. It's just electrolyte drops that I can add to drinks. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Plus I'm gonna be mainlining Himalayan sea salt under my tongue. That's my plan to stay away from the artificial sweeteners, y'all. Okay, coffee and tea are allowed, but no sweeteners in them, right? You can add heavy cream as long as you're getting a really good quality, preferably a raw dairy heavy cream if you can find it. Some of the stores in my area, we have some health food stores that do carry that. Spices, salt and pepper are allowed. Spices in general are allowed on our challenge. Use them in limited quantities, y'all. Technically, spices come from herbs and plants. Carnivore is a no plants, all protein and dairy. So technically, spices wouldn't normally be allowed, but there are definitely people that follow a carnivore diet that do allow spices, so we chose to allow spices. And then the last rule, and this is an important one, y'all, keep your electrolytes stable. Whatever you need to do to keep your electrolytes stable, that is important. When you go to a zero to as close to zero carb as possible, which is what this is, you can get trace carbs in eggs, and some cheeses have some trace carbs. So, you know, you may have 2 or 3 carbs, but that is very low. And when our carbs are that low, keto flu, even if you have been fat adapted, can be a real thing and not good. Nobody wants to be feeling like that. Make sure you're getting enough sodium, y'all. You really need to shoot for 5,000 milligrams of sodium a day while you're doing this fast. I like people to stay between 4 and 5 a day, at least over 3 a day, 3,000 a day, but 5,000 milligrams of sodium, y'all. Get that sodium in. Salt stuff, put salt under your tongue, use the Keto Chow electrolytes, however you need to, get those electrolytes in. Magnesium, the minimum is 300 milligrams, make sure you're getting at least that, and potassium, 1,000 to 3,500 milligrams is the range. Just do it, y'all. Trust me, you want to have your electrolytes be stable. Otherwise, this is not going to be so fun. Okay, let me just say one more thing. If you are doing this for more than a month, if you're going to keep going on this, down below, I will have some extra rules listed. Things that actually matter a lot if you're going to try and do this as a lifestyle. I'm only doing it for 7 days, at least that's my plan. So the rules that I've given y'all, those are our rules and parameters. We're gonna run with those. Starting June 3rd, anybody that wants to join me, tag me, TimetoShrink Carnivore Challenge. If you're interested and you'd like to do it with us, we're starting June 3rd, going for 7 days. Hashtag TimetoShrink Carnivore Challenge. I would love for y'all to join us. And if you are interested in checking out our Facebook group, it is free. Just go to TimetoShrink Bariatric Keto Support Group. We would love to have you. It is a super, super supportive, great community. We are just there to support each other, and I do not allow any negativity. I will block people if they're negative. I also have a moderator that helps me to watch everything. It is only positive support, and we would love to have you over there. And we'll be running our challenge through there, so we'll be encouraging each other on there, but also on Instagram. You know, if you're gonna do it, tag me, post what you're eating, how you're feeling, how it's going. As always, when I do these challenges, I'm gonna video myself all the way through. I'm gonna do it vlog style, show you what I'm eating, show you how I'm feeling, show you what my weight's doing, and I will put all of that together and post it after the challenge is over. All right, I hope y'all join us. Thanks for watching this, y'all. Go join the Facebook group if you haven't, if you're interested in doing this challenge with us and you're interested in support. Bye, y'all.